And a pile up in the first corner. And I think that was JB that made it through there. Scott in the 2, Mark in the 3, and Shane in the 4.
Shane, thought we went through this already.
I like it.
That's it, Shane. He's giving you crap already. Give him a little nudge in the next corner.
I already did.
He already did? That's why he likes you so much right now.
Why he's yelling at me?
Here we go, coming to the loop. Scott on the inside takes over the top spot. That's the green and white buggy out there. We have our 2 yellows. Mark moved into the number 2. JB in the 3. Shane in the 4. All 4 of those guys stuck together. Monty currently sitting in the number 5 spot. Dan in the 6. Dylan.
Five minutes left.
Shane pulled into the number 2 spot here. Here we go over the loop. 1, 2, and 3 tight together. JB with a rail slide. Loses position. Scott lost his position there. Shane now out in the number 1 spot. Mark in the 2 as they go towards the double-double. Monty moves into the number 3 spot with JB and Scott right behind them. Mark trying to keep the pressure on Shane here. Leader down straight, red, yellow wheels. Yellow buggy right behind him. That one's Mark. That's 1 and 2. Shane knocking the pipe. Loses the position. Monty holding 3rd. Shane back in 1st. Takes the inside. Monty in that number 3 spot. He's got Scott behind him. Mark with a fumble.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes here left on the clock. Shane hitting the loop. Here's our number 2, Mark. Monty in the 3, Scott in the 4, and JB in 5. Right there, all together still. Scott pulls into the number 3 spot. JB moves into the 4. Monty off the track, needs a marshal. He's just going to drive back around again. Looks like Shane's got an alright little lead setting up here. Mark 2.5 seconds behind him. Scott is only a second behind him. JB only a second behind Scott. That's our 2, 3, and 4. Mark hits the double-double.
Three minutes left.
3 down, 3 left to go. Red buggy, yellow wheels. Going to the triple. That's our 1. Mark getting a little snaky out of shape. Oh, Shane flipping over, loses his position. Mark is now out front with Scott in 2nd. Scott at the inside pass, sliding it. They're getting tangled up. This might help JB out. He's closing the gap up now. 1, 2, and 3 down the straight. Tight together here. Half a second apart, 2:20 left on the clock. Through the triples. Mark, Scott, JB. Shane sitting in the number 4 spot. Dan, looks like Dan's in the 5. Monty in the 6. Dylan in the 7. Watch when you put them out. Watch when you put them out.
Left.
Marshals, please watch. The leaders are coming by. Wait to do the marshal. Put the guy out. Scott out in the number 1 spot. Mark now in the 2. JB holding 3rd here. Mark stuck on the pipe. Might help JB a little bit. Scott down the straight. Green and white buggy. Hitting my loop. Looks like he's got a pretty nice lead now. Here comes Mark to the loop. We got 1:20 left to go. Mark 3.5 seconds behind. JB 3 seconds behind Mark. Shane sitting in the number 4. One minute left. 60 seconds left to go in this race. This is race 4. Race 5, Buggy B Main. Please be ready to go. Scott going down the inside straight there. That's our number 1. Mark flips over, needs a marshal. JB's going to move into the number 2 spot. Mark into the 3. Shane's still holding the number 4 spot here. Monty now in 5th. Dan, then Dylan. "15 seconds left on the clock." Drivers pretty broken up here. JB got a little out of shape. Mark might be able to catch up, make a battle right at the end. There's the tone. It's Scott getting the win on this one. Still a battle here. Mark and JB down the straight. Who's taking second in this one? JB spins out. Mark takes second. JB takes third.
What'd you sandbag for?
Shane would have took fourth. Scott is taking the bump.